Wow. This thing's on with it. Okay. How about the weather, guys? 58 degrees today? Really? Talk about March Madness. I mean, come on. March Madness out here. Make a little applause for that. I worked really hard on that. So again, as Coach said, my name is Kevin Belby. You've never heard from me before. You probably won't hear from me again. But I'm just here quickly. Brief intro, he says I'm a manager. What does that mean? Two quick things. The meaning of a manager versus what it means to be a manager. And the meaning of a manager, it's hard for me to explain. I like to think of myself and my staff at 15 as the backbone of the program. Maybe I'm overreaching a little bit, but we try and do all the little things, try and make the coaches' lives as easy as possible. Try and make the players the best they can be, whether it's 6 a.m. workouts in the middle of the summer when I should be on the beach or the Jersey Shore where I'm from, or just whenever it comes up during the middle of the year, little projects. We really just try and make this thing keep running. My coach has done a great job for 37 years, and just trying to not get in the way. But what does it mean to be a manager? Basically, on the surface, it might look like my parents spent $200,000 for me to hold a clipboard, which sometimes it is that. But I think that it can best be stated by Jay Billis, who tweeted a couple weeks ago. Let me pull up my Twitter real quick. Syracuse University thinks Jim Boeheim may retire. Oh, wrong tweet, I'm sorry. No, Jay Billis said, college hoop managers are the hardest working people on the planet, and that's what we try and do. Blood, sweat, and tears, literally blood. My freshman year, I got an elbow from Lorenzo and a walk on the head, but I'm still here, so didn't get any serious brain damage. So first, I'm going to introduce my other senior managers. Ben Cohen could not be here tonight. He's on spring break. Good for him. We're stuck in Syracuse, but again, hey, it's 58 degrees. Could be worse. But George Benny Alexander is here tonight. George, he's a senior majoring in sport management. He's done a phenomenal job. Not a lot of people have the energy like I do, but Benny has really helped us in our program. And he's also the best dancer on the team. So let's give it up for Benny Alexander.
I need to remember that I'm short. Well, first of all, I want to thank you all for coming out and supporting this team as you have for so long. It's not every day that you get to come to something that you dreamed of working for when you were little and to meet your heroes, but I've gotten the opportunity to do that, and I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed to have been able to do that. This team has literally been the first sense of family that I've ever felt in my life outside of my home. And that's something I'll never forget. I've been blessed to do a lot of things with this program, and otherwise I was able to go abroad, which was fun. But the best part of it was coming home to where the veil of Onondaga meets the eastern sky, and seeing that I was missed, and seeing that my family, my orange family, was still there and accepted me with open arms. They've always encouraged me. They've always encouraged me to do what I do. They've always, enabled me to shake my shoulders a little bit, shimmy a little bit in the huddle, which has been fun. But more importantly, I've been able to, through the work that I've done, learn the game that I love so much. And the best part is back home, I can go home and I've inspired a lot of young men to go to college, and that's something that I'm the most proud of. I was going to speak for a little longer, but I said all that needs to be said. So my dad, who I love so much, I love you, Dad. You always taught me 3 B's. Be brief, be brilliant, and now I'm going to be seated.
George Benny Alexander, up Motown, up in Buffalo. All right. Now, next up is Zach Vaught. He's a senior studying psychology, and he's born and bred from here in Syracuse. I just got to say one quick thing about Zach. We came in together as this thing is freshmen, as he shakes the 900 winter hand. And, we're still here together. He's been one of my best friends. And, between him and the junior head manager, Pete Corsiniti, we call ourselves the trifecta, because we just hold things down, the 3 of us together. And I got to give a shout out to Zach, because I wouldn't be able to do what I do if it wasn't for him. So, Zach?
It's been a quick 4 years. can't believe that I'm graduating this May, which is kind of ridiculous. Like Kevin said, I'm from Syracuse. My father and I were actually at the 2003 National Championship in New Orleans, so going from that to being here now, it's kind of scary. I got a lot of people to thank in a short amount of time, so if I forget anybody, I'm sorry, but I'll do my best. From the coaching staff, Coach Boeheim, GMAC, Red, Hop, Nick, Tim O'Toole, to the support staff, Brad Pike, Joe Fields, Ryan Cabrillas, Dan Schwarles, everybody, Todd Blumen. It's been a lot of fun these last 4 years. I've learned so much. I was raised by a basketball coach, always wanted to coach, and I've learned from the best these last 4 years. So it's really been, can't even really put it into words. It's been a lot of fun, and I'd like to thank, like Kevin mentioned, him. I'd like to thank Kevin and Pete Corsiniti. This year wouldn't have been the same without you guys. We were on the road every trip this year together, and it's really just been a lot of fun. And last, I want to thank my family, my mom and my sister Jordan, who are here, and my dad, who can't be here tonight, but I know he really wants to be. So, thank you, everybody. It's been unbelievable. Thank you.
Thanks again, Zach. Now just a couple quick thoughts from me, and I'll get out of here. I promised to say what it means to be a manager, and I think for me, what it means to be a manager for this program is everything. I mean, I've been able to do a lot of cool things outside of basketball. I'm in Newhouse. I was the homecoming king. Shout out to me, especially if you voted for me. But there's been nothing like being a part of this fraternity. It's an experience I'll take with me for the rest of my life, tell my kids about, tell my grandkids about. And, as the rabbi said earlier, tonight is a night to give gratitude and give thanks, so I just want to do that quickly. Coach B, I appreciate you letting me be a part of this fraternity, letting me be a part of this program. I can't even explain what it's meant to me, so thank you. And also remember that 114 of your wins have been while I'm here, so you're welcome. Coach Hop, you're the reason, really, that wherever you are, you're the reason that I'm here. I met you when I was a junior in high school, and you let me be a part of this thing as well. At first, I was a little scared when I met you because people who have more energy than me, I normally don't like them, but I like you a lot, so you're a good one. GMAC, you've been a great friend to me. I can't state enough what you meant for me and my family. I know that we'll be friends for life, but I'm probably not going to let you live down that I beat you one-on-one last week, so I just want to put it out there. No, he beat me, that's fine. Red, I think that you and I are very similar, both competitive. I think that's why we've probably gotten it into a couple times, But I love you, and, you've done an absolutely tremendous job these last couple of years. How can I forget Todd Blumen? Todd Blumen's been here forever, and I know I wouldn't be up here if it wasn't for Todd. Todd also tied my tie tonight. He does everything perfectly, so if you need something done, go to Todd. You can see it up on the big screen. It looks pretty good. And another one I want to shout out is Brad. Brad, we've had some great talks this year, and I want to thank you for everything. In a couple of years, I'm just going to keep lifting weights for the next 5 years, and then try and come back and wrestle you when I come back, because I know right now I'm no match for you. Everybody else, Kelly, Sheila, Schwarles, Nicholas, Ryan, Joe, The Missile, Nick, T.O.T., and Sue. I just want to thank you guys for everything. My fellow managers, I love you guys. Pete, Zach, and Benny and Ben were up here, and I wouldn't be able to do what I do if it wasn't for you. I really think that we have the best managers in the country, and you guys are the best. The players, I wasn't really planning on being a father for another 10 years, but after having to wake you guys up in the morning for the whole season, I kind of feel like I've been a father of 16 children a little bit this year. But I love you guys so much. Thanks for letting me be a part of this again. And last, I have to thank my family, who is not here tonight because they're from Jersey. We're just up here for senior night, but they've had to make a lot of sacrifices for me to be at the university and for me to be a part of this program, so I gotta give a shout out to them. Love my parents, younger brothers Ryan and Sean. And that's about it. All I gotta say is keep the faith. We got an amazing team, and I know we're gonna have a very long month ahead of us. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody, all the players. Let's go do this thing. Go Orange. Thank you.
The real reason the managers don't say this, there's really only one reason that we have 20 managers. It's because after practicing today, they play in the Mellow Center for 2 hours. That's really the reason. they're there. Our seniors, who I think they just had unbelievable careers here. The first two guys came here as walk-ons.